Welcome to a brand new edition of Banger vs. Banger, where we put two music videos against each other to find out which song has the better hook, replayability, concept, performance, and most of all, new this year, X Factor, which is their best standout moment that made our heads roll.
It's a battle for the generations as we discover icons from the past that paved the way for the generations of today. Which K-pop generation will reign supreme? And now, without further ado, Banger
versus Banger!
Woo! Welcome back to another Banger versus Banger battle for generations. We've got second generation To Anyone Come Back Home versus third generation Red Velvet. I don't remember what the song is. Bad Boy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. We've never listened to Red Velvet before or reacted to Anyone before, but we do know Solgi and Wendy from Red Velvet.
And we do know the names of these groups too. That they have been pretty prevalent in the K-pop scene. To Anyone, I think To Anyone has Sandra Park in it, right? A very famous name. Well, I know about it.
This is an amazing opportunity for us to discover or learn about the past generations or groups that we've never reacted to before. So this is so exciting.
Yeah, why don't we get started with To Anyone Come Back Home from 2014.
Wow.
Here we go.
I like it. Oh, it's like reggae.
Like electronica reggae.
I don't know who this is, but her vocal. Wow.
I think that's Sandra Park. Yeah, I recognize the face.
Okay.
Okay, Cyberpunk 2077.
Ooh. So psychedelic right now.
Yeah, kind of like Neon Drive.
Beat Saber. Oh, what is this change?
Yeah, I like the guitar.
Wow.
And her delivery.
Wow.
Those vocals. Are they asking people to come back home from their virtual escape?
It's something along those lines, right? Or people that have gone astray.
It's a pretty stanky drop.
Stanky. makes me want to squish my face.
So far, a very distinct vocal line, a distinct rap line.
So they did like the Revolutionaries. Ooh. Wow. Wow. I loved it.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, I've got to wait for the next one, but.
Well, I mean, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll save our comments.
Okay. I still loved it. Okay.
All right, this is Red Velvet, Bad Boy.
They're sogi. Oh, it's Wendy. Oh, I love that. Oh. Let's go, Wendy.
Oh, that had like that hit me.
Ah! Oh! Oh! Wow! Okay. Both amazing. Both amazing songs. And I don't know where I am right now, though.
I do know that there's a divide in my heart of hearts, but I think I am leaning more towards one side.
If it all comes down to a tie, or whether it doesn't matter, like what our scores are going to be, we're going to have to include the X factor in this video or in this challenge, right? And so,
and then of course it just comes down to also the community, because
it comes down to you two as well. So,
I guess we're gonna have to go straight into it. We're gonna have to go for the hook.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Red Velvet.
Right? Was that the one for you? That was the hook for me.
I
kept on coming back.
That is definitely the hook for me. And then like, you know, this might lead into the next one too, but like, I mean, that is just like hooky as well.
Yeah, no, my ears perked up every time it was coming back to that part, because I was looking forward to it. Interesting so far.
Wow.
All right. Replayability.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Red Velvet. Ooh. I'm just grooving into like that melody, like doot, 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 and then like it's just like I will replay that in like a drive in my car going like 30 miles per hour.
This is the part where it was a little bit edged, you know what I mean? Like I mean I can definitely replay the Red Velvet song a lot. But when it comes to like the electronic sound,
it was a little bit hard
wave, and then the guitar part.
The guitar part was
really
dope.
Really good.
That was dope.
And so like both are really good on replayability, but I thought about the guitar part and I was like, that's really good.
Ooh.
And so I thought about what I would like to hear more.
Yeah, it was a little bit faster
during repeats.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
During repeats, the 2anyone slows down, lets you catch back up with the guitar.
Yeah,
right.
It was fantastic.
In comes the performance. 3, 2, 1. Red Velvet.
Listen, like I think like the entire performance with 2anyone, with their rebellion, and it seemed like a rebellion with their costumes and their acting. Like it felt like it was just like a storytelling moment for the MV. It was just like telling lots of stories, a big lesson or like a big story to tell versus what I saw from Red Velvet.
So for me, a lot of what I was looking at in terms of in the 2anyone video, were repeat frames. Like in contrast to Red Velvet, there was a lot more performance-wise outside of the concept, which is the next one. But outside of the concept, there was dancing and choreo, as well as a story aspect too.
Yeah, no, that all makes sense. Like I felt like for me, it was like flipped in terms of my perspective.
All right, so that's 4-2. We move on to the concept. 3, 2, 1.
2anyone. Yeah. Woo!
Wow, did we just tie it up?
I don't know. So
it was 4-2.
It's 4-2.
It was 4-2.
It was 4-2. Now it's okay. So we did just tie it up. Oh my God! Oh, it's gonna come down to the X factor.
Yeah, I mean, listen. It really did come down to me wanting to know the full story of 2anyone's video.
Yes.
As opposed to 2anyone, it has a lot of performance, it has a lot of story, but the story wasn't very intriguing.
Right.
And so, like, with the whole VR and the synthwave kind of, like, backdrop, and then come home, come back home, I was wondering, what does that mean?
Right.
Like, does it mean, the society has, like, resigned itself to a virtual world or escaped, and they need people to come back to the real world? And there was some like scenes, there were some scenes where like you saw them kind of looking like a revolutionary group,
right?
And there was just a lot of
it was like
mystique.
The Matrix or something like that. Like we've gone astray and we've gone too deep into this like technological era and we've lost our humanity. That was kind of like what I was getting at, which is why like it felt like a little bit more of the concept that was pulling me into the story. So enough said in terms of the concept of 2anyone's. That one was definitely definitely at the forefront versus Red Velvet's.
So now, for the first time in a long time, the X Factor.
To the X, to the X! It all comes down to this.
I'm not sure if I have an X Factor right now.
I have it. I'm ready.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready too. 3, 2, 1.
To anyone. Whoa! Yes! Oh, I need to let this out right now because I felt like the X Factor was the vocals. As good as the vocals were for Red Velvet, for me, as good as the vocals were for Red Velvet, right? Solgay and Wendy just freaking serenic the whole time. To Anyone's vocals, I thought was just this much better. This much better, this much sharper, this much more. It was much more cutting through in terms of the vocal performance, and that's why I chose To Anyone.
Wow, we're actually we chose both To Anyone, but we have
different
completely different reverse opinions.
Oh,
I thought the vocals with Red Velvet was a lot better.
Yeah.
But my X Factor was the guitar part.
The guitar part. Oh, okay. Versus that.
No, because Red Velvet to me, as you said, partly in your opinion, it felt generic, right?
Right.
And so in that regard, Red Velvet to me was, it was safe. It was very formulaic. It was.
Yes.
It was that song.
Yeah.
And
it
then
was a good song.
And then To Anyone, when we heard the guitar, it's oh, that's different.
Wow.
Not different. It's been done before, but it's I really like that guitar part.
Yeah, I mean that's why the category is called the X Factor.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Both really amazing videos, amazing songs, vocals, concept, performance, all top notch. But the winner for this banger versus banger video is To Anyone. Woo! Oh my gosh. And then, the storytelling, the concept, the vocals, everything, it changed. To Anyone's, music and tone just changed and had all these varieties, right? We call it vocal gymnastics. Maybe this is more like music gymnastics that To Anyone had in their song.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the premise of banger versus banger is to eke out a winner. But if we're being honest, both of these songs are fire, and we will listen to both regularly.
Yeah.
But of course, that is our winner.
Yes.
The community picks their own winner, so leave your comments in the comment section below. Vote who was better in this banger versus banger. To Anyone for Red Velvet.
Yeah, and of course, leave your suggestions into which banger versus banger video we should react to next, because we're going through the battle of generations. So if there's a favorite group, a favorite music video from the past or recently,
I have an idea. I hate to just shoehorn this in at the last minute, but I want to pick my own generation.
Okay.
I want to pick the first K-pop group I listened to.
Okay.
H.O.T.
Whoa! Is that first gen?
I don't know if it's first or second, but they're really old.
Really old.
I listened to them in high school. Our sister listened to One Time, H.O.T., Shinhwa, and T.O.P. H.O.T. was the only one that I followed along out of all of those groups, and I'm gonna pick We Are the Future. So We Are the Future.
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard that
Never
song?
heard of that. I've heard of H.O.T., but I didn't get into K-pop that early.
Okay, so I think for this next experimental one, you're the judge of it, right? I have to recuse myself. But I'm picking H.O.T. We Are the Future. Leave in the comment section what you think from this generation can go up against it, and then Flip will judge on that regard.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be exciting. But anyway guys, that is it for us guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and tap that bell so you know when we post new videos. And once again, this is what we're watching this Sunday. We'll see you next time.